First up is the former senior advisor for trade and economic affairs at the Israeli Embassy in London. He is now the head of international trade for Tech UK, which is the trade association for the UK tech industry. They have over 900 members and include the likes of Google and Wipro. Please give a warm welcome to Simon Spier.
Thank you very much, Malia. Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to contribute to today's session. I want to give a little bit of background on who Tech UK are, give some context as to the environment of UK-India trade as we see it at the moment, and specifically UK-India tech trade, and then highlight some of the opportunities that we see. So as Malia said, I'm from Tech UK. Growth of digital economies is the core mission shared by Tech UK. We're the industry body representing the UK's thriving tech sector, working with companies and technologies that are defining today the world that we live in tomorrow. Our membership ranges from startups through to large multinationals and household names from the likes of Google, Microsoft, through to Wipro, Infosys, TCL, HCL, BT, Vodafone. It's the UK-based entity that is a member, and actually the bulk of the membership is made up of SMEs. We are the voice of the tech industry, and we use that voice to talk to the widest range of audiences possible so that trade and digital continue to grow hand in hand, both in the UK and abroad, offering our growing technology companies opportunities to scale, collaborate and innovate together with partners and friends overseas. We have a sort of clear and simple mission, and that's shown here. The first is around making the UK a good place for tech. We share the government's ambition to make the UK the best place to start and scale a tech company. 2, we're here to make tech good for the UK, so ensuring that the full economic potential of technology is harnessed right the way through across the economy. And finally, and arguably most importantly, we're here to make tech good for people. So it's understanding that technology can be used to improve and enhance the quality of life of all consumers and citizens. We can achieve none of this alone, and that's why I'm really pleased to be here this afternoon and grateful to the organisers to talk about ways that I think we can collectively work together on these goals. So, as you've already heard earlier today, and I'm sure we'll continue to hear a little bit later on, India and the UK are countries that are already looking to our respective and joint futures with optimism and a willingness to embrace the opportunities of globalisation and digitisation. This event, if you will, is a symbol of that friendship that exists between one of the world's oldest democracies and the largest, and recognition of the various opportunities for business across both economies. India is one of the world's largest and fastest growing economies, an emerging tech powerhouse and among the foremost trading partners for the UK. It's already the world's second largest smartphone market, and it's on track to become the largest market for IT generally. New initiatives such as Digital India, which is potentially worth 45 billion over 10 years, that's pounds, sorry, 45 billion pounds. Smart cities valued at 20 to 24 billion pounds over the next 10 years, and the Make in India programme are set to transform the tech economy, bringing new emerging innovations to all parts of the economy. In the UK, we have a world-leading digital economy which is booming. It is now worth more than 116 billion a year and employs more than 2 million people. Famed for being at the forefront of industry and technology, with Europe's largest e-commerce, mobile commerce, IT and digital service markets, the UK continues to be a competitive destination for international investors. With an active venture capital community, more tech unicorns than anywhere else in Europe, a large ecosystem of incubators and tech clusters, world-leading talent, and strong links between industry, university and research institutions, the UK is well placed to support partnerships that encourage mutual growth of tech sectors at home and abroad. And particularly bilateral trade has grown rapidly over the last 10 years if we look at UK and India, and has reached some 18 billion in 2017, again that figure in pounds. The UK has been the largest G20 investor in India over the last 10 years, while India has the 4th largest number of investment projects in the UK. And it's fair to say that technology is at the heart of this, although I would say that. So, as I'm sure you're all aware, Theresa May took her first bilateral trip outside of Europe and her first trade mission as PM to India in November 2016, a move that signified the importance of this relationship. Ahead of that visit, Tech UK, together with the Indian National Association of Software and Service Companies, or NASSCOM, our sister organisation in India, wrote a joint letter to the Prime Ministers calling on them to deepen the tech relationship between the two countries and help unlock a new wave of digital growth, focusing on pioneering innovation partnerships through an opening of a tech hub in India, valuing international talent by enjoying frictionless immigration policy, and sharing best practice on boosting digital skills and trade agreements fit for the digital age. So while a trade agreement is still some way off, we're delighted to see that a patchwork of initiatives have culminated in the launch of the UK-India Tech Partnership, which was signed in April 2018 when Prime Minister Modi was here ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. At the core of the partnership is a joint willingness to intensify collaboration on shared or complementary strengths, to facilitate investments in both directions, and innovate and create partnerships between our world-class innovation clusters. As part of that partnership, we look forward to the UK-India Tech Hub. This follows the success of the UK-Israel Tech Hub, and this hub will provide the platform to share the very best technologies, bring high-tech companies to create investment and export opportunities, and advance policy collaboration on future mobility, advanced manufacturing, and healthcare. And the Tech Hub will have 3 focus areas. 1 is building an ecosystem, 2 is about enhancing digital skills, and 3 is about connecting local business and business with the UK. The partnership is also creating tech clusters, which are led by the British High Commission. The cluster partnerships aim to pair regions of each country that complement each other and can work to one another's mutual benefit. So plans involve linking the Midlands engine with Maharashtra, with a focus on transport for the future. And we're linking the Northern Powerhouse with Karnataka, focusing on data, augmented and virtual reality, advanced materials and artificial intelligence. It aims to establish a series of new partnerships between the UK and Indian state-level tech clusters to continue to drive innovation and research and development. And thirdly, led by the Department for International Trade, the partnership is also bringing an AI project to support the delivery of India's national health reforms. DIT and Niti Aayog have established the Healthcare Artificial Intelligence Catalyst, a unique collaboration to address access barriers to healthcare, particularly in rural areas that suffer from poor connectivity and have limited healthcare professionals, and other major challenges India faces, such quality and affordable of healthcare for a large section of the population. A series of part-funded pilots will see companies and healthcare organisations deploy their innovative healthcare AI solutions to support improvement across the primary and secondary healthcare spectrum, including the provision of diagnostic services involving key disease growth, which are a priority for the Government of India. At Tech UK, we have been closely aligned to the goal of making the tech partnership a success. As part of the broader UK-India Tech Partnership, we have formed a new UK-India Tech Alliance with NASSCOM. So the alliance brings together senior tech leaders from both countries to offer a sounding board and expert advice to UK and Indian governments on collaboration for enhancing skills, advancing new technologies, and encouraging innovation and developing policy, which ensures that both governments nurture the growth that is seen in the sector, in the tech sector and beyond. We're looking forward to making this relationship grow further, and we're actively engaged on ensuring that our tech policies are aligned, for example, on the data protection bill or e-commerce policy, or collaboration at multilateral levels, including the World Trade Organization. We've also launched the UK-India Tech Forum to allow businesses to engage with key stakeholders in government and business in all areas of UK-India trade, policy and market growth in both countries. The forum brings together industry to work on reducing friction for bilateral trade, whether that's policy or practical support, accelerating collaboration between tech ecosystems and increasing access to talent and skills. We're also looking at how we can further support government in delivering the UK digital strategy and tackling the government's industrial grand challenges by positioning the UK as India's global partner and destination of choice for tech. Okay, so that's a bit on where we're currently at. What I'd like to do with the remainder of my time is to talk about some of the opportunities that we see. So these 7 or 8 areas, we think there is some serious opportunity for continued UK-India tech collaboration. I'll drill deeply into some of these and then just touch upon the others. In healthcare in particular, the World Health Organization estimates that India is short of almost 500,000 healthcare professionals, a number that it will take decades to train. Artificial intelligence, therefore, can be essential to enable India to fulfill the aims of the Ayushman Bharat and move towards universal health coverage. And the UK is uniquely positioned to help. In Oxford, Imperial, UCL, Cambridge, at the Alan Turing Institute and others, the UK has some of the leading academic centres for health AI in the world. And in the NHS, it has one of the largest and most uniform clinical data sets of any health systems. A number of companies are already taking advantage of the growing healthcare AI sector via Healthcare AI Catalyst. These include companies and some of our members such as Visualtics, which uses deep learning algorithms to identify diseases and enables remote testing. Obtellum, which has developed the world's first AI system that can successfully identify lung cancer in digital CT scans. Tumor Trace, which uses OMIS and AI to diagnose cervical cancer. And Your.MD, which provides an AI tool to support primary care health workers to correctly diagnose and provide treatment recommendations for common conditions. So these are some really exciting things that are already happening, and just a few examples. There's many more, but in the interest of time, I'm going to have to leave them. But I'll move on to cybersecurity. India is emerging as a hub for security products. And whilst India's cybersecurity market needs aren't that much different from the rest of the world, there are a host of areas which require a unique approach. These include privacy and personal data protection, which is going to be one of the key focus areas for 2019, with the draft Personal Data Protection Bill and the Aadhaar ruling by Supreme Court recently limiting the use of data. Just out of interest, who's familiar with Aadhaar? Show of hands. So a few of you, yes. So Aadhaar is basically a digital ID number that's assigned to every individual within India, so over 1 billion people. And through that, citizens are able to interact with government. Therefore, the application of technology through these data sets is going to be huge, and again, it is going to be very beneficial for the citizens, but of course there are obvious privacy concerns. So this is going to be one of the key areas, and cybersecurity is going to play a key role in that. But also areas around digital trust are key, and the UK, given its role, can and should play a pivotal role within this. Looking again at machine learning and AI in cybersecurity, this one would surely become an integral part of the security suite. Machine learning and artificial intelligence-enabled solutions will be in great demand in 2019 as organisations begin to focus on anomaly detection rather than rule-based detection and response. We've already seen machine learning's application in endpoint security space, and 2019 will see ML and AI being leveraged in the heart of securing networks and will become an integral component of security operation centres. IoT security, Internet of Things security, will emerge as a focus for 2019. Organisations and governments will continue to embrace IoT-enabled solutions to achieve automation and efficiency, especially for critical infrastructure and smart cities. While this happens, we should also see an increased focus across stakeholders on securing IoT infrastructure. Blockchain will become mainstream to prevent fraud and data theft. For organisations living under the fear of fraud and identity theft in the digital economy, blockchain in many cases can be that silver lining. While blockchain is expected to prevent access fraud by playing a key role in managing identities, it's likely to remain as it may still remain as a solid concept and in play only within startup circles. And in 2019, we don't expect to see large blockchain-based identities as a service being widespread in organisations at this stage. We are going to see a paradigm shift of security testing, with security testing becoming embedded in the development cycle as organisations look to get things to market at speed, and we'll increasingly see security teams becoming part of the app development lifecycle. The UK, as a world leader in cybersecurity, obviously can play a key role in working alongside India, getting these actions out to scale. You're looking at me, how am I doing on time? Okay, so I'm going to flip through this very quickly then. So fintech, obviously, the UK is a global leader, and the scale, again, of India means that there's huge opportunities. The rapid embracement of digital payment solutions in India provides a lot of opportunities, again, for UK-India tech collaboration. In India, we've already seen, on the AI subject, we've already seen 400 AI-related startups attracting investment of over $150 million over the last 5 years. Again, that will be set to continue. India is the 4th largest market for automobiles. Prime Minister Modi has his 7C vision, future of mobility. Again, UK is doing huge amounts around that. And again, there's a number of obvious opportunities for collaboration. Again, with smart cities, cloud, and many other areas. So flipping to my final slide, it's clear that there are huge opportunities for UK-India trade collaboration, and particularly tech trade collaboration. We're already seeing that going from strength to strength. Once and if the UK does leave the EU, that opportunity is set to grow even stronger. We already have the strong foundations in place. We share common challenges that can be addressed through technologies such as AI, cyber, health technologies, future mobility, and clean tech. But really, to achieve the step change, the role of business is key. And at Tech UK, we're working with partners across the ecosystem in the UK, in India, and other countries to ensure that business's voice is a key part of that, and working with UK business, India business, international business, and governments of all sides to make sure that tech trade is as easy as possible, and any friction that is in place is reduced as much as we can. I'm conscious of I've overrun, so I'm going to stop there. But thank you all for your time, and I'll be around on networking sessions, so if you want to grab me and talk about any of this, please do.